Action! Today we are here with Ollie! Ollie joined Lasting Lemons in February 2024 as our creative partnerships manager. Since then, she's led hugely successful creator campaigns for Bearbells, Best Breakfast, Itsu, Capsicana, and many more. Her recent campaign for Itsu Soup Dumplings generated over 7.6 million views, leading to the product selling out nationwide. Ollie's energy is truly unmatched, and I don't think I've ever heard her say a negative word. So here we are, welcome,
Wow.
Ollie!
What a nice intro.
Right, so let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
You are not from London.
No, I'm not.
You are from...
South Africa.
Big
Cape
up.
Town, to be specific.
What was it like growing up in South Africa?
Oh, it was the best. It
Talk me
was
through it.
so much fun. It was just always sunny, 30 degrees every day, swimming in the beach, swimming in the sea. But it was just like a very active lifestyle compared to here. It's much more like pubs.
So why did you move?
For my career! No, I've always wanted to live in London. My sister lives here. My mom kind of lives here. Thought it was a good place to set myself up.
So did you go to uni in South Africa?
Yeah, I was meant to come here, but then obviously had a whole situation with my leg. I broke my leg. I tore my meniscus. I just tore it and I was like, may as well study in South Africa first. And then as soon as I was finished, I was like, okay, I'm moving. Like, without debate, I have to leave now.
Did you find a job first or?
2 weeks before I moved, I got a message from a friend. She was like, oh, I know someone who's leaving their company. They're looking for a replacement and I think you'd be perfect. So she set me up an interview, got the job, moved here, had like a few weeks to just chill and started working right away. That wasn't the plan. I was like planning on setting up a base here, traveling and then working, but the job came around and it seemed like a good opportunity. So I was like, I'll get straight into it.
That's crazy, going and moving to a completely different country.
Had no friends here.
I was actually going to ask you about this. I've never gone on these like apps to meet friends, but
Oh.
you introduced me to them.
I am like a massive advocate for Bumble Friends.
Sponsor.
Honestly, I've made so many friends from that app. Started off with my Australian friend. We became besties. She's now dating one of my other friends. I set them up. We're going skiing with my other Bumble friend now in like a few weeks.
And how does it work?
It's like the dating app, but you can change the settings so it's just for friends, not for dating. Yeah, I just wanted to grow my friend group. I felt like when I moved here, I had to make non-South African friends. Just like really get involved in like my new life.
How old are you? You're only
24.
24, which is mental, because I remember when me and Hattie were like chatting when you first moved in, I was like, oh, she's definitely like 27.
Yeah, everyone thinks I'm so much
Little
older.
baby.
I know.
And you've already like, you've moved countries, you've met new friends here, you're also living by yourself. Like, how is living by yourself?
I love it. It's the best thing. I feel like I'm half introvert, half extrovert. Like when I'm with people, I'm full on extrovert. But the minute I'm like, walk away from a group, I just want to be by myself and it's hard to get me back out.
Well, that was something I was also going to speak about as well, and that's quite a symptom of ADHD. I've got ADHD, you've got ADHD. How do you feel like when you go in for a job interview or things like that? Do you feel like you should be telling people?
I've never thought of it as something that like I would share with anyone. I've always known I've had it. Like it's never been like a big deal for me in any way. I've just like learned to work around it.
And how do you find like it shaped your life?
Growing up, it was really difficult. Like in school, oh my God, teachers hated me. But now I think I'm very good with organizing myself. And if I'm not organized, like my life is chaotic. So if I time block everything, if I make sure I'm getting everything done, it's fine.
You are organisation queen. I remember your first week when you came and looked at how we were organising all our creative stuff.
Oh, I completely changed
And
it.
you were like, oh, why
I
aren't you
know.
on Notion? And we were like, what's Notion? Do you think having ADHD as a woman presents different challenges?
If anything, I think people don't necessarily take women that seriously. So especially when I was like a bit naughty in school, like I was really shoved to the corner. No teachers were like, let me help you. I was like, oh, she's just a lost cause.
And where did you work before Lemons then?
I worked basically the same field as what we do now. I obviously work with a lot of creators. I've always worked with creators. My first job was managing students and they could basically make money from uploading videos, working with our clients, and then it moved into influencer management, and then obviously now I'm working on all our campaigns. So I've always kind of been in that field.
And how, I don't even know this, how did you find out about Lasting Lemons?
Oh my God. Okay. So I left my previous job and I was just sitting on LinkedIn and I saw lemons and I was like, wait, they're so cool. They're so much fun. And then I think I went on your Instagram, not Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah.
And I saw like a few videos and I was like, everyone just seems so nice. And I liked that it was all females because my previous job, I was basically like the only female in my team. And I was like, this is my cup of tea.
Do you find it's very different working for an all-female team, and like what do you like about it?
Being the only girl, I felt so like I couldn't really, if I had my period, I felt like really awkward. I just felt like very in my own world. I couldn't really open up to anyone around me. Like they just wouldn't relate. Versus here, literally, I can say whatever and everyone wants to know every detail under the
I feel
sun.
like we don't have much of a filter.
No, we don't. But I think it's a really comfortable working environment and I've never experienced anything like that before. And I feel very grateful to be able to like say whatever I want to say and not be judged for it, or like I'm welcomed with open arms. Everyone's very like passionate about everyone's little things.
And what is the best bit of advice you have ever received?
My mum always said, if you don't ask, you don't get. And I feel like that's just stuck with me. I don't know if it's like necessarily the best, but it's stuck with me. But then my other piece of advice is the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And there was a stage of my life where I really need to hear that, and that stuck with me.
Who is a woman that most inspires you?
My mum.
Yeah!
My mum, she's the strongest person I know, and she's been through a hell of a lot. So
when people have that and they look at their mums and their mum's the ones that inspires them, I think it's such a nice thing as well, because it turns you into the woman you are today. And if you were at a dinner party, 3 women sat around the table, who are you having?
obviously I have to have my mum there. I love Amy Winehouse, I would put it there. And then probably need to have like a bit of a personality. Maybe get like the best momager out there, Kris Jenner, like learn a few things from her. She'll probably be fun. Or like Rihanna.
Partner, you're having 3, so you're having your mum instead of Rihanna.
Okay, no, sorry mum. She gone.
So you've got Kris Jenner, Amy Winehouse, Rihanna.
What a table. That's
What
just,
would they talk about?
they probably wouldn't get on.
And obviously, like, I started Lasting Lemons and I'm all about, like, women starting businesses. If you could start a business, what would it be?
I would probably not start, but assist with my granny's bakery because it's just so cute and wholesome. And I think that's actually such a fun job.
Wait, so where is this bakery? We need to know more.
Back in South Africa.
And what does she do?
She's been making cookies for like years and years and years.
That is cute. And if you were owning this business and you were running it, what is one non-negotiable you would have running a business?
I think for me, this is only because I'm not from here. I would love the chance for like my employees to be able to work remotely with like wherever they're from. If they want to go visit, I think that's something important.
Okay, amazing. And the last question to finish. So I honestly do, when I said this at the beginning, that I've never heard you say a negative word, I actually have not. And you do radiate this positivity. What is the secret for keeping so happy and positive even on the toughest of days?
I believe in fake it till you make it. I think if I give out negative energy, it's just going to be surrounding me.
It is, I guess, a balance between being like happy and positive and then taking your own time outside to work to see friends or do exercise.
Wellness hour.
Wellness hour. And that is the end. Thank you so much. My positive ADHD South African queen. Oh my god, I've got one more question. We need to hear your English accent.
I'm gonna pop down to the pub and have a jacket potato.
And here she is.
Watch out.